Here's a review of the smartmi humidifier, and I'm just going to go through some of its features. And the humidifier has two different buttons on the face of it. This is the power button to turn it on. When you turn it on, it initially starts off 55% is what it's telling me the water level is. And over here you have these four different bars, and there's four more that are not illuminated. That means it's 4/8 filled with water. So it's important to have this because over here, this just switched to relative humidity. So after you turn it on, that's the only time you were going to see it. And I can't find any way to get that back. So that's what these indicators tell you. The letter A means it's on auto mode right now, and I am going to cycle through it. That would be low, medium, and this high. Now, this 61% relative humidity, that's not very accurate. I would say I'm probably at about 50% based on the little gauge that I have. So the reason that that's actually a problem, when you're on auto mode, it uses that to lower the speed. So I'm probably going to leave it on the high mode. And on the high mode in my testing, what it seems to be using is it's going to take about 14, maybe 15 hours to use up the entire gallon of water. And once it gets down to 10% water level, what it will do is it will actually continue to just spin its disc inside there, run its fan until it's just completely dried out there. So the idea there is every day it can get completely dry so that you don't get that bacteria and that stink, and you start fresh by filling it back up with water. You can suppress that feature in the app if you want. And in addition to that, there's a weekly cleaning mode, which the weekly cleaning mode, you're supposed to put a little bit of citric acid inside of it, fill the water level up to 100%, and then you're supposed to press this for 3 seconds, and it turns off the fan. It just very slowly spins, and it does that for many, many hours. And that's a weekly cleaning mode. I'm going to pause this and open it up. Okay, so here's the inside. So when you're actually running this, the air comes through, and it goes through the vent in the back, and it's forced down through this spinning carousel as this is rotating. And this just actually spins in all these little water droplets, if you can kind of see them in there. You know, that uses that to just get a huge amount of surface area so that the air will pick it and it'll humidify the air and it'll blow it out the top here. So this whole thing lifts out. These are like little records, a little bit delicate feeling. And on a regular basis, each day, you don't have to clean that, but once a week, you have that automated cleaning that I previously described. And in the instructions, they do say at times you have to take this and you have to open this all up and take this all apart and clean them. So it's going to be a bit of work at that point in time. So you can see in here, right there is the word max. That's the max level of the water. And I'm going to pause this and look at the outside again. So here we are running again. The relative humidity is up to 61. I did not show you this other button over here, just allows you to change the intensity of the lighting. And if you press and hold this for 3 seconds, it will actually enter the long cleaning mode that you do once a week. In addition to that, one final comment is I have this plugged into my kilowatt meter. So this is running on 5 watts is the most it consumes, and that's on the high speed. That's amazingly low. So, you know, that's going to be one savings. In addition to that, I don't have to use distilled water. I'm using just good old-fashioned tap water. Over time, I'm going to have to see if I run into issues with that. But that was a major driver for me. I can't use vaporizers with my water. I guess it's too hard. It causes white dust. And distilled water costs $1 a day for a gallon. So that was my major reason that I was attracted in seeking these out. I'll add more comments in my review after I've used it for a bit.